Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. This is ReactJS video tutorial series. In this video tutorial, I will explain how to add a CSS class styles dynamically in React component application. If you are a first time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates. Before continuing this video tutorial, I sincerely recommend please watch my previous ReactJS tutorials. You can find those videos in my channel playlist. So let's continue the today's tutorial. I'm using Visual Studio Code to create a ReactJS application. And I have already created one application called first-app, which is my React application. And this application I have created in this React-examples folder. App.js is a ReactJS default component. Now first let's add one new component to our application. In our application, notice there is one source folder. Our JS files, which are our components, will be created in this source folder. Right click the source folder, click new file, dynamic.js. Here we got our JavaScript file, which is our component. Now first, when we want to create a React application or component, we need to import the React class. So first let's import React, R is capital, from React library. Then I'm creating one function variable. Here the function is dynamic, which is my function name, is equals to, and this function I'm declaring a variable called x is equals to, let's enter 115, and this function return h1 x, and this component will give the output the x value, which is displaying here between this h1 tags. Now let's save this file. To run the component on the browser, we have to configure our component in index.js file. So now in the source folder, notice there is an index.js file, open that one. And here in the index.js file, notice the render method contains this app component, which is our default component. So what I'm doing, I don't require this app component at this moment, so I'm adding my new component name, which is the dynamic, from between single quotes dot / I'm adding my path. Instead of displaying the app component in the browser, I want to display this dynamic component. That's it. Let's save this file. Now it's time to run this application. To run this application, go to View and Terminal. And here we got our terminal, which is nothing but a PowerShell. And notice the path is d-react examples, which is our folder name. In this folder, I have created my application. So let's add our application name to this path. cd change directory. My application name is first-app, enter. Then now we can able to run our application. To run the application, we have a command called npm Netjet package manager start. Oops, here we got an error. We forgot to add here export default. I'm adding my function name dynamic. Now let's save this file. Sorry for that. Now reload the browser. Here we got the output 15, which we have the variable x is 15, which is our output here. Now my aim is I want to add some styles to this variable x value based on the conditions I want to change the color of this number. So first let's open app.cs. In app.cs, which is a style sheet, I'm adding text red, color column red, and the second class I'm adding, when we are adding classes, when we are creating classes in CSS, we need to prefix with dot, text green. Now this class contains a color green. Let's save this file, save all. Now switch over to dynamic.js. Here I am declaring one let adding colors is an array. Now here the condition is if the x value contains less than 50, I want to display in a red color, that number should be. If the value is more than 50, I want to display in a green color. So for that I have created one colors array here. Here the condition is if x is less than equals to 50. Now the first condition here I have written the value of x is less than 50. The number is less than 50. I want to display that number in a red color. So I am adding colors dot. There is a method called push. In this push method I am adding my CSS class name text red, and this text must be in a single quotes colon else if x is greater than equals to 51. If the x value is greater than 51 or equals to 51, I want to display that number is in green color. So instead of writing the same logic here, but here I am changing the class name. Instead of text red, I am adding text green. Now the final step, and here the class name is equals to, here we are applying two classes here, but these two classes contains in these colors. So between curly brackets I am adding the colors, this variable name I am adding here. That's it. Let's save this file, save all. Now it's time to check the final output. Here our condition is if the value of the x value contains less than 50, the number is less than 50, I want to display in a red color. So reload the browser. So here we got the number x15 contains red color. Now let's change the color, let's change the x value. I'm adding around 98, which is greater than 51. So I'm expecting the color green color. So before that we must save this application, and here we got a message compiled successfully. Let's check the output. I'm reloading the browser. See here we got green color. Now let's add, for example, 0 is less than 50. Save this file, save all, reload the browser. See, that's it. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe my channel.